Hey girls. So I've decided that I wanted to take a minute of your time, and this is probably going to be way longer than a minute because y'all know how I am when I start talking. But anyway, I wanted to come on a video. I started to ask you guys if you wanted to create a room and talk, but I think I probably will need this video to reflect back on sometime. So I'm doing this because I just want to touch base with everybody. And I want to say I love you girls super, 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 super much. And that's first and foremost. I love you guys. As you know, I deactivated my Facebook this week, and it's been a good week. I have had a lot of self-reflecting every day, doing different things. I mean, I tried yoga one day, or just stretches and hot bath and just spending time alone, not looking up and down social media, trying to stay off the phone as much as possible. So it's been a good reflecting week. I just wanted to let you all know because I haven't really talked to you all about it too much, and I made the decision on Sunday of last week that I just needed to be off social media for a while. So I got up that morning. I didn't feel well. I had a notification of Elevation Church going live, so I clicked on it. It's like, let's watch church since I'm not going to church. And I made coffee and I sit down, and I cried the entire morning because, as it usually happens when you find videos or talks or sermons or whatever it may be, when you need it the most, you know that it was exactly meant for you to watch that. And that's how I felt Sunday. And I got to thinking about how I had been the last few weeks. And I believe I was going, which is funny, down a rabbit hole of self-destruction, really. And what I mean by that, and I really want to be clear to everyone that I am not crazy, I'm not depressed, I was definitely not suicidal, I love my life, but I was doing one of many things. Okay, so I was either constantly on Facebook mostly, but any social media platform, and just trying to find something to suffice my time. Not doing anything constructive, not doing anything with my life, not trying to help myself, just trying to find a way out of feeling the way I was feeling. And I've been saying this the whole time. I'm okay, right? So I was okay. I had a bad week the first week. You guys, made my Valentine's Day. My mom and my grandkids and everybody made Valentine's Day wonderful for me. Even people I didn't expect to do did. But I knew that I was okay on the outside, but I didn't realize that I was, again, truly just self-destructing. And what I mean by that is I was trying to find anything I could to suffice what I was feeling, to take away the pain, to take away the hurt. Then I would be on his page trying to see if maybe he said something today, which, his Facebook is irrelevant. But, talking to his mom, trying to see if she would say anything. And I wasn't really scoping for information, never really talked about him. But I just felt like I was just doing too much to try to fix something that I can't fix. So what I realized on Sunday was my internal being is been through some stuff. I've been through some stuff, and my body's reacting. My condition has proceedingly gotten worse, And a lot of it, I think, is just stress-based. I think I'm going to be fine. I did go to the doctor Friday or yesterday, so we have a plan. We're moving on forward with what we're already doing, but got a couple tests to do. So anyway, sorry, I got my leg stuck. I was crying uncontrollably Sunday, and I messaged Brittany and said, I just want you to know I'm going to deactivate my Facebook. I don't know how long. I don't know if it'll last one day, an hour, or if it'll last forever. I don't know. I knew it wouldn't last forever because that's my gateway to my children. I'm a sharer of good news. I've always been that person. I want to be inspiring, encouraging. I want to love on people. I want to love on their posts. I want to be happy for them. I want them to be happy for me, you know. But I want to be that person. So I know that I don't want to be socially disconnected. I think a lot of this year, me being socially disconnected has really, really hurt me because I just love that. I love connection with people. So I just said, I gotta take a break. Like, I need to take a break. I wanted to tell you first. I'll get in the group later when I can collect my thoughts, and I will let everybody know that I'm going to deactivate. I had not done it yet. I just knew that I was going to have to. That and all my social media. I deactivated Instagram and Snapchat. I did leave my Instagram up for my car because the car girls are like, you know, they're like sisters from all over the world, and I love seeing their stuff and kind of staying involved, but it's really not connected to any of my other social media. So I did post something the other day just because one of the girls tagged me in something, and I do try to stay involved with them, but I really hadn't even been on there until a couple days ago. Anyway, that's irrelevant. So when I told Brittany, and she'll tell you because she'll see this video as well, she called me. She didn't just call me. She video chatted me, and I'm like, girl, I look a mess. And she's like, well, look at me. You know, how we get out of the bed looking like whatever. This is, 11 o'clock or so in the morning. And I was like, no. And I was like, I had been crying all morning. I couldn't, my eyes were all puffy. And she's like, it's okay, Lenora. It's okay. And to make this as short as I can, because in thinking about this, I knew I was going to cry. And I came to this video. I didn't rehearse nothing. I don't even know if it looks right. I have no idea. I didn't do a practice run. I just came home. I've been out with my mom all day, and I was like, I've thought about it all day. I just want to make a video for my friends. Brittany will tell you, and I'll tell you, that she's like, it's okay, Lenora. It's okay if you cry. And I just started crying, and it was like uncontrollably, and I'm saying, I'm sorry I'm crying. I'm sorry I'm doing this. I don't want to cry in front of anybody. She's like, it's okay. So I'll make it as short as I can, because then it was just like a vent session for me a little bit. And I was hurting way more than I realized. But I think you all will agree. I hope you would agree, because I feel like this is who I've always been. I'm just that person, like, okay, it happened. Let's get on with life. Get over it. I tell my kids that. God love them. They probably hate me because I'm always that person. And sometimes you do have to be sad. And you do have to grieve. And you do have to be upset. You have to be mad. You have to be all these things. Get it out and move on. For me, I will cry. I do cry. And actually, I've spent the past month crying. I have cried a lot. I've cried myself to sleep many nights. I've prayed for Sean's mental health. I've prayed for his life. I've prayed for his children, his family. I've done a lot of stuff. But I haven't really taken care of me. And it's been a long journey this week. It's just been a long journey. I listened to some TED Talks and some podcasts yesterday that a really good friend of mine, I reached out to them, was like, give me something encouraging. I need to take my life back. And they're always that person who is, they're like in the business world, and they are life coach. They're a life coach. So they know where to turn to. And these things were wonderful information, which I'll share with you guys, I promise. But today I just want to say that I'm always that person. Let's get up and go. Get up and go. And it'll be okay. But it's okay to cry, but it's just, let's just go on, right? This will be hard to say without crying, but I made this video because, for one, Brittany made me realize that for the first time in my life, and I promise you all, I've had friends. I have a lot of friends. But I've never had a friend that I could talk to. Ever. And when I say that, I mean I have never had a friend that I could talk to who didn't judge me or try to one-up me or turn all the conversation on them. And, you know, whatever I was going through didn't matter. And Brittany really didn't have to say a lot, but we had a long conversation about our friendship. And it just made me realize that, for the first time, I felt like I could talk to someone. And it was okay if I was upset. It was okay if I was hurt, because during that sermon, it was like, you know, we think that our problems, to us, they're big. To other people, they may be small. But you have to kind of balance those things out. So every time I get sad, somebody makes me realize that my problems are minute to their problems. Example, Loma lost her husband. And a week later, she finds out that me and Sean broke up, and she was messaging me and checking on me every day. Are you okay? And I'm like, you lost your husband and you're worried about me? And so, in that sermon, and I didn't even go back and watch it. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it's like, you know, there are people who have bigger problems than me. God only knows. I have a great life. I just don't do things sometimes that I should to make it better, if that's what I want to do. But I have a good life. I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. And I know that I am. So, but he said, if you're hurt or you're going through something, take the time to grieve. Take the time to do what you need to do. Then move on. Let it go. Make changes. Do whatever it is you need to do. Some of the other stuff I've learned this just yesterday with podcasts and some reading and listening, some TED Talks with these wonderful women that my friend put me onto. I have learned some things, and I'm going to share them with you guys, because I'll be honest, I think it's time for me to make some huge changes. So that means I'm going to be sharing a lot of things because I feel like I'm supposed to. I've been through some major things in my life that most people don't even know about. So when these little things happen, I think, you know, I just have a broken heart, right? But it wasn't just a broken heart, you know. I was, you know, really preparing for a future. I was really preparing for some major changes in my life. And that got stripped away from me. It was a total blindside. And this is not about bashing him, because I'm not going to do that. I'm still never going to do that. But I realized that I want to change my life, but I'm not working to change my life. And this was a prime example that I thought somebody was going to come in and change my life for me. And it's been an awakening. So I haven't shared this with anyone else. And I am really saying all this because of what happened between me and Brittany on Sunday. And she told me, get in the shower, we're going for a ride. And I went for a ride with her family and had a really good day. We had a great day. There's no but there. We had a great day, period. I wanted you all to know that you're my tribe. You're my little village of people who I love so much. And I would do anything in this world for you. And I hope you know that. Because we all need somebody. And sometimes we need more than one somebody. I love God. I have Jesus. And I'm happy about that. But sometimes, you know, having that person say, it's okay to not be okay for a minute. Or, you know, a week. Or whatever it takes. But I needed to own up that I was hurt. And that I needed to express that. I needed to acknowledge why I was hurt. And maybe even acknowledge some things that I have been doing wrong. And trust me, I have definitely seen what I have done wrong. Not because the relationship was my fault that it went bad. It's not what I mean. This is not just about Sean. This is about my entire life. And I've just had the most amazing awakening in my life, and I want you all to pray for me, because I'm praying that I do not fall short on this, because this is revolutionary for me. It's a lot. Anyway, I want you to know I love each and every one of you with everything I have. And I would do anything in this world. If you need anything, no matter what I'm going through, just know I love you. You are my tribe. I love you girls more than I've ever loved any friends in my life. And I know we are closer to one than the other, and sometimes that happens, and it's okay. It's okay. We can do that. When we come together, it's such a blessing. And I love you guys. I don't want to ever lose that. I don't ever want to lose that. But I wanted to thank you for being here for me, because you all have reached out to me. You all have offered to be there for me. I am just a person who says, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of myself. And I do. I take care of myself. But I needed to take care of myself in a different way, because I felt like I'm always just saying, it's okay. You're going to be fine, because you don't have a choice. You have to be okay. You got to get up and go to work. You got to live life. You got to deal with your kids' problems. You got to deal with your mom's problems. But at the end of the day, I got to take care of me. And that is the most important person in the world. And I hope you all know that you're the most important person in your world. You have children. Love them with everything you have. You have a husband. Love them with everything you have. But if you are not happy and you are not taking care of yourself, please do. Do that first. Because it's what we're supposed to do. It's what we're supposed to do. Love each other, love ourselves, and love each other as Jesus does. That's what he says. That's the law. That's the rule. But I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And yes, this is a little longer than I wanted it to be, and I knew it would. And I was really hoping it wouldn't last like 30 minutes to an hour, because I know me. but it's almost 20 minutes, and I just want to say I love you. I pray this video is good the first time, and I don't have to do this again because I don't think I can, and I honestly don't think I would because this is just me. It's real. I may not even be looking in the camera right. I don't know. I came in my bathroom where the light is wonderful and sit down on my stool and said, this is what I'm going to do today. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you girls. I can't wait to see you again. And I want you to know, more than anything, I want you to know I love you. I appreciate you. And that I'm okay. I am more than okay. Yes, I may still have some days I may need to get through some stuff. I'm subtracting people. Hopefully adding things into my life that's going to benefit me and hopefully someone else one day. Many changes coming for me. I'm going to make myself accountable for making sure that this time it's about me. I feel like I've searched for love so much, and every time, there's, the single life crazy stories that entertain y'all. Those things are entertaining. But when love gets this close and it blindsides you and it's gone, it takes me back 4 years ago where it happened to me at that point. And I just have to look at it as, okay, I said this to somebody, and I don't remember if it was Brittany or somebody else, but I said, I feel like I have been going towards something. I told my friend Robin, I said, I feel like I've been going towards something, always wanting love. I love love, and I'm never going to give up on it, guys. I'm never going to give up on it. But I just want it so bad. And I'm not out here trying to date. I'm not out here trying to find somebody. It keeps finding me. But I just latch on. As soon as I latch on, then I have all these questions. And that happened to me and Sean. But, I'm not going to keep love out of my life because I know I deserve it. I just know that, you know what? To all the ones that are gone, you missed out. That's the way I have to look at it without sounding conceited or like a bitch. Sorry, but I'm good. I have mistakes. I make mistakes. God only knows I've made some mistakes. And I've even done some things wrong probably in this relationship. But, well, I have. I did some things that, that probably, I keep saying probably. I did things too that were wrong. But I would have never gave up. And God said, well, then I'll step in because this is not the right one at the right time. Whether he's the right one or not, I really don't think he is. Now that I think more into it. If he is, God will figure that out for us. But it's not the right time. I wasn't ready. I thought I was. But obviously I wasn't. And this has been a hard wake-up call. And I've been through some stuff, y'all. And I always say I'm going to do things. But I'm on a mission. And you all can remind me of this conversation anytime you like and say, Lenore, what are you doing today? Are you making yourself better? Are you happy? Always bring it back to me to make me accountable. I would take that gladly. I love you girls. It's almost 25 minutes now. So I love you girls. I appreciate you taking the time to listen. I'm sure this was all over the place. But I'm good. I'm good. I'll be back on Facebook next week, but I don't know what will change. The one thing about Facebook that was making me mad was I was starting to post my feelings. And I didn't even post like I was broke up. Most people didn't even know we had broken up, but the fact that maybe our pictures were gone. But I saw myself starting to go down that little hole of, oh, my feelings. And I don't want to be that person because I want to be encouraging. I want to be inspiring. I don't care what I'm going through. Yes, I have to go through it. And yes, it's good to be transparent, which is something I'll be working on. But, the old sappy, poor pitiful me is not for Facebook. That's for me to deal with on my own. And I have. So, I love you girls.